Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm hopping back into the theme deck format, playing with Soaring Storm. I was looking at my challenges, and I realized that I hadn't completed my TCG challenges in like a month. So I had a Dragon and Lightning challenge, so I was thinking Soaring Storm's perfect for that. And I haven't played themed in a while either. It's really fun. Let's see if I can find a match here. But yeah, during Soaring Storm, which has Dragonite to accelerate energy, and we're in the mirror. Unsurprisingly, it's one of the better decks. I played this on my channel in the past, and it didn't go so well. So let's hope it goes better this time. I imagine it will. When I say it went badly, it went horribly wrong. Like everything that could go bad happened badly. So let's see. This hand's not the worst, but not the best. Actually, it's pretty bad. Yeah, are we gonna have another bad day with Soaring Storm? I promise it's usually pretty good, and if you played it or played against it, you know it's pretty solid. But this isn't. Actually, I can go ahead. I can start setting up the Pidgeotto, so that's not too bad. And so I'll grab a Pidgey, and we can just attach Lightning to the active, I guess. That's not particularly good. We're really looking to get a Water on. We could have gone into a Alolan Grimer there, something like that, but it could be worse, I guess. As I said, it's not very good, but we'll see how this goes. And they don't have too much out of the gate either, I don't think. We hit Tornadus, so that's pretty cool. We can Pidgeotto. We see Cynthia. Ooh, I also like that. I think I'll just play Tornadus. And then I'll Cynthia. I want to see what we can work with a bit more here before committing that energy. And it looks nice. Okay, so we can get ourselves an Alolan Grimer up and have 2 energy on this Dratini. Is Alolan Grimer in deck? It is. So we can start drawing 2 cards every turn for free. So that's pretty nice. For your treat with that water energy, the ability of Dratini there. So that's very good. Okay, yeah, this is looking much better. Our opponent's got a couple of Pidgeys and the Chinchou. Okay, they do have the Pidgeotto, just like us. Hopefully they don't get double Pidgeotto, but it really just matters now how well they set up and how well we set up as well. But it's looking pretty nice. We're hopefully going to be able to get if we get a Dragonair next turn, that'll be amazing. So they're pretty much doing the same thing as us with the Pidgeotto, Cynthia, stuff like that. They are committing their energy to Chinchou, which is interesting. It's not really a particularly good attacker. And the evolution Lantern also isn't a particularly good attacker, but we'll see. They get to spread a little bit of damage, which I'm sure they're going to like. With Spark, which is, I imagine their plan, unless they retreat, but they don't retreat here. So we're really hoping we can get up that Dragonair. We see Bugcatcher. We'll play that first. We get heads. That's nice. We get Dratini. Nice. Okay. We hit Dragonair there. Super good. We could start powering up Dragonite. That's probably not a particularly good strategy, but I think it's the one we're going to go with. It'll just allow us to mess up our opponent a bit here. Hopefully we'll draw into something a bit better as well. But this board state's not bad at all. We can just stream Dragonites. Our Dragonite's already taken some damage. We see the Pokemon Fan Club, which is nice. Presumably they're going to go in with the Lantern, but then we can KO that with Dragonite. And then we still have the Pidgeotto to set up in the back, the Pokemon Fan Club to get some more stuff as well. And, okay, they got a Thundurus, but that's not that good. What I'm wondering about is, are they going to be able to get Dragonite? Once they get up Dragonite, they can just set up really well, hit really hard, and be able to counter us. But without that, they don't have it nice. So we can go ahead with Dragonite, I guess. And the big boy's out here, but that's fine. Okay, so Pidgeotto, I guess we'll use first. Titanize is okay. I think we Pokemon Fan Club get out. Probably Thundurus, Chinchou. Getting up the Chinchou of our own's nice. So get those two in play. And we want to get another energy into play with Dragonite as well. So we can Hurricane Charge the one Lightning here, and then attach the other Lightning to Thundurus. Just be able to hit some solid damage output, and then we're just going in big with Dragon Impact. When I say big, I mean really big. But we do have a Dragon Knockout Challenge, so we got that. That's good. And I guess we'll get rid of all the Lightnings. It doesn't matter too much. And then we can probably fish them in next turn, energy recycle system, anything like that. So we got another Pidgey, that's fine. We're essentially up on prizes. It doesn't look like they have any way to get the return KO, so that's nice. But they can, I don't know what they're going to go in with here. They sent up Thunderous. I feel like sacrificing Pidgey would have been a bit of a better play. We'll see how things turn out. But they might just go into a Alolan Grimer, which is fine. They're getting Dratini Chinchou. So I guess they have what they want in their hand. Obviously, they have that Pidgeotto to draw a lot of cards as well. Okay, they had the Alolan Grimer in hand already. But have you guys been playing Themed? I haven't, as I said, but it's really fun. Unfortunately, it's very stale. It's 2023. The meta is pretty much the same, it looks like. And so we'll see what the next game is. But Soaring Storm's still very good. Everything that was really good 2 years ago is still really good because no new theme decks have come out. I've been considering designing my own theme decks from the new sets that haven't gotten any. But not sure where that's going to go just yet. Okay, so we got the water energy, meaning we can go bug energy recycle system, throw those back into the deck, and then bug catcher to see some more cards. Or, yeah, I guess I'll just go bug catcher. I'm trying to think, we could kind of preserve this Dragon Knight, but then we have to damage our bench, which feels, I guess it's probably a bit better to damage our bench here. So I'll go Accelerate, Hurricane Charge onto this Thunderous. And then because our Dragonite will still be alive, we can just switch and grab the KO. Oh, I should have gone in with Tornadus to start softening him up. That was a mistake on me. As I said, I haven't played this in quite a while. I think we can attach Lightning to Dragonite here. Raging Thunder onto that Tornadus. Yes, so we're pulling ahead in the prize race. And right now, I think we're not guaranteed to win, but we're in a very good position, and we're not wasting away our energies all the time either, so that's really nice. Hopefully we can go in with that Tornadus as well. As I said, I should have gone in with that last turn, most likely. They're sending up Pidgey. Wow, so they're going for the sacrifice again. We'll take that. And what else are they down? They lost, okay, the Lantern, Alolan Grimer. They're getting their own board to match ours a lot, except for the fact that they're all basic Pokemon pretty much, so they're lagging behind just a bit here. But yeah, now I find like these lower HP, lower damage output Pokemon are really fun. As some of you know, I played in the mini league, which was kind of fun. A bit too slow. There are some problems with it, but I like the idea of smaller Pokemon seeing some play. Right now in the current standard format, if your deck doesn't do a lot of damage or have a lot of health, it's pretty bad. Like there's almost no redeemable factor about it. Then you can play single prizes certainly, but the single prizes you play have to hit really hard. It doesn't mean it's not fun, but I wish they'd bring back themed in, for example, Pokemon Live and in-person events, stuff like that. Ooh, so they're setting up Lantern, setting up Dragonite as well. Well, Bug Catcher, see what we get off that. We get another Heads, that's nice. Dragonair as well, very good. And Dragonite, even better. So I love that there. Let's evolve. Probably just retreat, accelerate some energies to Tornadus so he can spread. As I said, I should have spread damage around before then, but it's not the end of the world either. Get rid of that water. And attach active. Then we can go Thunderous Tornado, spread some damage to the bench, soften some stuff up. Most notably that Dragonair, which evolves into the Dragonite. Getting it down to 140 means it's within range of a Lantern. Getting it down to 120 means it's within range of Thunderous as well. So that's nice. They're going in with their own Thunderous, it looks like. That's kind of strange. But we'll see what they want to do with that. Maybe, okay, they do have Dragonite, but the spread feels pretty weak for them. We haven't put much damage at all on our bench. Oh, no, sorry, they do get the KO with Thunderous, so that makes a lot of sense. So they're going to go ahead, grab a prize, and deal some bench damage. They're able to realize that, which isn't a hard thing to realize, but we did not, unfortunately. So I don't want to go in with Dragonite. That feels pretty bad. We'll go in with Thunderous. And then we still have another Tornadus, so we want to make sure we don't put any of our Pokemon really weak. And then, let's see. So probably place that damage on our own Dragonite. That's fine. Got Fisherman. We can start going in with that as well. And set up our other Pidgeotto. And we're up on prizes, so I think we're set to win this match. But who knows? Obviously, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap as well, which is much faster. And you know when you're gonna win, but like you're not exactly sure till the end. In Pokemon, you have a good idea of whether you're gonna win or not. We could still lose this, as I said, especially with a Dragonite having taken a solid chunk of damage. But I think we're still in a pretty good spot. Let's see your Water Energy. So like that, Airmail sees us. Ooh, I think we take. I guess we take the Lightning Energy. We're just looking to get, as I said, as much energy in play as possible. We could set up the Dragonite now, but that just gives our opponent more information. So I'll stick the Water active, that Lightning maybe on the bench, and we'll Fisherman all these energies back. I guess we didn't have to do that just yet, but it's nice to get it out of the way. And unfortunately, because we don't have the Tornadoes in play, we have to go in with Raging Thunder, which will go ahead and damage our own Dragonite. It's not a huge deal. Really, any of the other targets aren't good to hit for us. So that's the best, because damaging Pidgeotto or Chinchou would just KO them, which is obviously bad. But then Pidgey puts us within range of Tornadus Snipe, and then damaging our Dragonair. We want to have a really big Dragonite, and this one has only taken 20 damage. This one had taken 40 damage. So that's the reason we're going after that. Then we also see that they're going to send up Thundurus, which makes a lot of sense. We're both hanging on to our Dragonites because they're what's most important. And they just don't have the ability to go in with Dragonite yet. And we really want to hang on to our Dragonite as well. They could go in with their Dragonair attack, which returns an energy to our hand. So if they go in, we go in with Dragonite. We go down to 1 energy after we attack. They knock off our last energy. We can't necessarily get it back. So, and attack the next turn, because we'll have 0 energy on our Dragonite. So we can't attack with Dragonite certainly next turn. So that may be a route they want to chase. It'll be very hard. They don't have the energy on Dratini yet, so they can't get up a Dragonair next turn. But that is a route that could mess up our opponents or mess us up. But if you have double Dragonite out, it doesn't really matter, because you can just re-accelerate all the energy, so it's not a huge deal. Obviously, requiring more energy acceleration has a chance of working. We know from our hand, though, we're not lacking on energy at all. So that's really nice. We can go in with a double Dragonite. Just sweep it, I'm assuming, unless something crazy happens. So, yeah, GG's to my opponent. But looks like we're going to win this one. They just weren't able to set up as well. We both set up pretty well, though, and I'm happy that the deck's working for me finally. As I said, a lot of time it doesn't work. Let's see what they damage as well. They need to be careful. They're going to damage the Pidgey. Wow. So they're going to take all that bench damage. We've already gone in with our Tornadus once. So I think we'll send up this weakened Dragonite. That's fine. And we got double Pidgeotto. We got How as well. I'll hold off on that for a second. We got Lantern. We're just getting everything. No reason not to. They might concede at some point. But I want to show off the deck to the fullest. So I certainly won't concede anytime soon. Then we also got How. So we can see even more. We just saw 7 cards that turn, which is insane. We could do Chinchou, and I'll drop that, I guess. Hurricane Charge, a couple of energies to the active. So we grab the KO. We can also pop a Water Energy on a Dragonair here. And then Dragon Impact. We could have accelerated another. We could have evolved, but having more options is always nice. And then we'll preserve that Lightning to move to Lantern if our Dragonite gets KO'd this turn, which it probably will. As I said, we sent up the weaker one. If they could have gone in with the Tornadus play, it still wouldn't have put them, gotten them a prize up, because, as I said, we've maintained the at least 20 HP on all of our bench Pokemon. That Pidgeotto, very close because of that Chinchou damage from earlier, but it's still going to be okay. And this is why you want to avoid attacking with Lantern in the early game as well. It really doesn't put you in a good position. I'm sure my opponent knew that, but yeah, you saw what it did to them, kind of crippled them there. and the early Grimer can be good. I don't think we use Grimer too much this game, either of us, but sometimes if your opponent's setting up slowly, Grimer can be really good. We see they're just going to draw through the deck, though. We've seen most of our deck. We have our discard piles bigger than our deck. Not quite the same for our opponent, but they're pretty close, and our hands are both really big as well. So this is where you see the power of the deck, just being able to have so many options. And there are so many good attackers. And they all have their own role, I think, except for Pidgeot. You don't really ever use that. But you see the Lantern being able to just take big KOs, but it's not as crucial as Dragonite. Dragonite is really crucial, really hard to set up. The Pidgeotto coming in as the engine, super good, debatably the best card in the deck. We also see the, the Dragonair being just able to remove energy if you need that, and the Dratini is the pivot. And even Pidgey, a pre-evolution, all the pre-evolutions have value. Chinchou able to do damage, Pidgey able to draw cards. And of course, you got your Draw Engine and Alolan Grimer here, and your Thundurus and Tornadus. It's the 1-2 combo, just KO your opponent's big threats, or their moderately sized threats as a basic, and they're pretty low maintenance. They don't require combo pieces or evolution, so that's really nice. Although they can work with other pieces in your deck as well if you get that energy acceleration. But we're just going to take it here. They know that. Actually, they don't know it. We've saved our Dragonite. Maybe we should have played it earlier to given them the signal that we've already won. But we have it. Send up Dragonair. Attach energy. Oh, I missed. Attach energy. Evolve. And grab the final KO for game-winning KO here. And our opponent's just not quite able to close that one out. As I said, we got off to a better start. That's a big deal in the theme deck format. It's not completely decisive. I've certainly had games come down to the wire where one person came back. Ooh, and we got a tradable pack of Fusion Strike and a new challenge. Guess I'll take this Dark Challenge, but still another Lightning challenge to do. So I'll run one more game here. But the deck's pretty fun. Let's hopefully get a bit of a slower game. That game was really fast. We both set up well, which is fun. Admittedly, the mirror matchup isn't super fun because you're just doing the same thing, but we're against Zero Archie here, playing in Zamazenta. And this deck is a fun deck to play with and against. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy they can do, but they can kind of wall some, which is interesting. They're really the only deck in the game that can do that. Oh, we have a bad opening hand here. But then they also have the ability to hit pretty solid damage. Type-wise, we are favored. We have a bit of resistance, can hit at weakness here and there, but it's not a big deal. We can go in for the Pound. Let's go into Alolan Grimer, though. That seems much stronger. We could have held Tornadus back, but I think this is fine. But you see, like, the Sun and Moon, this deck specifically has a lot of weaknesses and resistances. It's really fun. You see the weakness to fighting coming in with Alolan Grimer, all your fighting guys. And then all your colorless Pokemon are weak to lightning. They resist fighting, though. So the fighting matchup's interesting. You want to go in with Tornadus, possibly Pidgey or Pidgeotto, and then you can hit for weakness with lightning. You probably won't ever go in with Dark. But then, so our Alolan Grimer is going to go down next turn, unfortunately. Oh, that's annoying. I guess we'll start swinging with Tornadus. We'll see. Oh, Pokemon Communication. That's really, really good for us. So, and then we also have 3 different resistances in this deck. You have Psychic Resistance, Metal Resistance, and Fighting Resistance. So pretty cool. I love the weaknesses and resistances in this deck. We will send that Dragonair into the deck. Grab out our Dratini. So we will get that turn. It's probably like a... What turn is this? This is our second turn. So we'll get a turn 4 Dragonite, which is okay. It's not particularly good, but I guess we'll wall with Lantern. Doesn't feel too bad. Or we could start attacking with Thundurus. And then we can also collect. We're not in a bad position, but they're setting up faster than us. So that's a bit scary. As I said, they're very basic. They're literally the Zamazenta strong basic attacker. Same thing with Duraludon, able to just hit steady, solid damage. And then we're going to see the Pokekids. So they're going to set up their big combo piece, I guess, if you call it a combo piece, is their Corviknight. So they're setting up the basic for that, the Rookidee, into the... I don't remember what the stage one is. I'm sure we'll see it. Corvisquire, yes, That's it. If they flip heads, they flip heads, so they can attack next turn. We'll send up Lantern to buy ourselves a turn till we can get up that Dragonite. And then, oh, we see the same Dragonair. That's fun. We got Thunderous. That's a great attack in this matchup as well. Its ability to take the reduced damage and just hit really hard as well. So they don't have bench damage, so the Thunderous can go in with the Raging Thunder pretty much as it wants, which is pretty cool. I guess I'll stick this Lightning Energy on. Okay, we'll play this with the Chinchou. I'll stick it on Thunderous. That's really, like, definitely where we are going to want it. And we can Lily for 1, I guess. Okay, that's fine. And then we pass. Annoying not having that. Alolan Grimer. You saw it come in useful. We drew quite a few cards there. I say quite a few. We drew, like, 2, 4. I guess we drew 4 cards, which is nice, though. Getting an extra 4 cards can be really big. But we see them sending up their Bisharp. This can hit pretty hard as well. 90, even just 60 for 2, or for 1 on a stage 1 is pretty solid. We see they're getting up their Duraludons. This is another scary attacker. Not super scary, not going to be like one-shotting us scary, but it's not one we're happy to see. Oh, they lose a Switch and a Metal Saucer, though. That's really big. But they are setting up that Corviknight, so that'll be scary. But it looks like we are going to be able to grab a KO on the Zamazenta. We see, ooh, this is interesting. Probably going to grab this Dratini, though. And then I think we go Dragonite, grab a KO on the Zamazenta using Lantern. Want to stay as close in the prizes as we can, and this is still the early phases of their deck, and they're in like their mid phases. So as long as we consistently stay a little bit even if we're a little bit behind in prizes, that's okay, because they're going to stall out eventually. Hopefully, they are going to get Duraludon, so they're able to grab the KO with that, which is really scary, and set up their Corviknight. Really, Lantern was our best option there. We didn't have too many others, but they're going to go in with Duraludon, so that's not looking great for us, as they're going to set up their Corviknight, which takes 100 less after weakness. So how much do we need to do? They essentially have 270 health. Now we need to hit 120 isn't going to be enough. Even 140 with the Lantern. Actually, the Lantern will be able to one-shot the Corviknight. So that's a really big deal here if we're able to do that. But I think we go in with Tornadus. So, yeah, they're going to... What are they going to accelerate to? Yeah. Oh, but they're accelerating to their other Duraludon? I feel like accelerating to Corviknight would have been much stronger there. But I think we go in with Tornadus. We're going to... Okay, we see another energy. That's pretty nice. Ooh, Cynthia or Pidgeotto? I'm actually going to go Pidgeotto. Actually, is that right? Nah, I should have went Cynthia. I'll grab the other Pidgey from the deck, as well as, I guess, the Tornadus, because that's what we're attacking with right now. And I think if we soften up Corviknight with Tornadus, and then we go in, let's accelerate the energy before I forget. But we go in with Tornadus, and so that'll do 20 to Corviknight. And then we go in, we might use attack twice with Tornadus, but that's a goal anyway. We hit Thunderous does 240 with the weakness, but then you minus 100 damage from this effective attack, so it's only going to be 140. We need to hit him one more time, spread just a bit more damage across the board, and then we can be in a good spot. And they can't KO us unless they pull off some crazy combo, which they don't have. Oh, they miss it, so they're going to go ahead and concede that. And make a little bit of progress there, but yeah, their list is, the Zamazenta list is pretty fun. I'm surprised they conceded. I felt like they could have won that. They weren't favored, but maybe they were. I don't know. It was pretty close, but you see they conceded that game. So, yeah, happy to have Storm working for me again. But I hope you enjoyed. I might do some more themed. Theme's pretty fun. But, yeah, comment down below what you think the best theme deck is. If this is your favorite, I'm not sure if it's my favorite. It's certainly fun, though, and very good. So, it's one of the best, if not the best. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed seeing some theme content. I imagine you haven't seen that in a while. And this new theme content as well, 2023 themed, kind of fun. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. I know you might do that, you might not. It's fine either way. But if you enjoyed it, a like means a lot. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.